My father was 14 when the war started, 14, 15 years old when the war started. He met Schindler probably when he was already 17 or 18 in Plaszow. And he survived, of course, thanks to him. When Oskar Schindler, my father, after the war, stayed in Germany, studied, and then immigrated, followed his brother, his only family, to then Israel. And in Israel, he used to collect money to bring Oskar Schindler to Israel to meet the survivors. And I was a little girl, but my father would go to meet Oskar Schindler. My father was a very scared man. He was very silent, he had trauma, he had nightmares. But when Oskar Schindler came to town, that was the time to party. Always Oskar Schindler is party. So, yeah, so that was the time that he conquered the fears that he had, the trauma, and he used to go and meet Oskar Schindler. I was a little girl, I had a babysitter, and then they would come back home, and he would say, I went to see the man that saved my life. And one little story, my mother always said, he was a very good-looking guy. So until now, that's what she says. He had the charm. I am a historian of this history, the history of the Second World War, the Holocaust, of genocide in Africa, Rwanda, and more. And I'm the founder of a museum in Johannesburg called the Johannesburg Holocaust and Genocide Center. I'm the director there, and I work around the world on issues of history, memory, lessons, and so on. I write. I involved in many projects, but it is, as I said, my first time here, and I'm very excited to be here. In this case, I'm just looking at this exhibition, but of course you have many other exhibitions. It is a pride for a city or a town, first of all, to have a museum. I think it's very important to look at the history of the town, generally, to look at what the town is known for, but also to look at personalities. Maybe they're not perfect. No one is perfect. But to see those personalities and to learn about them, because I think it says something about the town. As a historian, as a memory activist, a museum person, I believe in the power of spaces of learning and of learning from the past to make ourselves more aware and maybe learn lessons for ourselves today and for our future from places such as this one. I'm so excited that my father's name is mentioned in Svitavy. It's unbelievable to see the list and then to find the name of my father and my uncle, to know that people are coming to this town and seeing a piece of my history is very, very exciting. So that was very moving for me. And also to see some of the pictures from Krakow, from Plaszow, from Brunlitz, to see chapters in my history here in Svitavy, really in the right place, because this is where it all started. And that is very moving, very, very, very moving for me, and I'm sure for my family as well.
My jsme si všimli, že jste si prohlížela fotografii, která vznikla po natáčení Schindlerova seznamu, toho filmu. Co vás tam třeba zaujalo? Dokonce třeba tam byl někdo, koho znáte?
We've noticed that you were looking at the photo that, let's say, happened after the Schindler's List movie was let's say, showed. What was so interesting about it for you? Maybe people, the place?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You know, my father died young. He died when I was 12 years old. He had cancer and he died sadly. But my uncle that was with him, with Schindler, lived until an old age. And he wrote a little bit about it. He wrote poetry, even about Schindler. He wrote a poem about Schindler. And a lot came with this film. I mean, this film, when it came out in 1993, I think it changed the perception about this history for many, many people. I read, of course, the book before the film came. It was called Schindler's Ark in the beginning, and then Schindler's List. And then I saw the movie. And immediately I went to my uncle and I said, is it correct, you know? Was the film correct? And he said, you know, it's a little bit Hollywood, but maybe 90% was correct. So always when I see pictures of the actors and then the real people, it's quite interesting to see how reality came to Hollywood and how Hollywood then influenced the world in the way that we understand the Holocaust and also understand the role of people like Schindler and many others. There are almost 30,000 righteous amongst the nations that by their decision, they made a huge impact, real impact on people that then had families and families and families, and by that changed the world in a way. So for me, it's moving to see how art, you know, influenced life. Yeah.
Are you planning to use something from your visit here, something you've seen here, you've experienced here in your future career, in your future life?
It's an excellent question because already I spoke to the team here at the museum and I raised the possibility, I hope they will be happy with that possibility, to use the English translation. Of course, in South Africa, English is one of the official languages. We have many, we have 12, but English is a strong language in South Africa. And I think that this exhibition will be very popular in South Africa, in our museum in Johannesburg. There are also sister museums in other cities in the country, and I would like it to travel in the country because the story of Oskar Schindler is also part of the curriculum of the country. The students in the high school are learning about it. So the visit here, I think, will bring an exhibition from Svitavy to Johannesburg and to South Africa, I hope, and then also will influence many students visiting the museum in the future.